Hello everyone, this is Johannes.
And this is Cinema.
And you are watching Board Gaming Ramblings.
And welcome back to Game of the Month, where we talk about the games that we played in April.
Yes, of 2024. It's been another month, and April was a fantastic game month where we played so many games. This is going to be, as you see, probably a very long video because we have so many games to talk about. We played so few games.
Yes, we did.
Yes, do you have any theories as to why? I have one theory.
Yeah, what is your theory?
Oh, you don't have one?
I was thinking we did other things.
Yes, that was my theory. We did other things than playing board games. But today we're talking about the games that we did play, and we are going to do all the games. We're going to do the stats, we're going to do the top 3, and we're going to do the most fun experience, the biggest surprise, and the biggest letdown disappointment. So let's get into all of that. As always, we are going to start with the stats. And I'm so proud of these stats because it's such an amazing month of gaming. In April, we had 28 plays.
Versus 67 in March.
Wow, like less than one a day, which is not a lot. We played 15 different games.
Versus 35 last month.
We played 7 games that was new to us.
Versus 18 new to us last month.
And we played 41 hours of games.
And in March we played 69 hours of games.
Yes, that's almost 50%.
Yeah.
So a little bit more than 50%, but probably we played some longer games.
Well, in March we did have that weekend of gaming that really boosted our numbers. So this feels... that feels bloated and this feels low, so therefore there's such a high contrast.
But it's also like a very slow month. Like this is not a normal month of gaming for us. But hopefully we're going to have some fun stuff to talk about. We are going to do, of course, the most important stat of them all, which is how many times did we win? How many times did you win, Sarah?
I did win 23 times.
And I won 28.
Wow! Hats off to you.
Yes. I'm going to wear my hat.
Yes.
And also, it was because I played some games without you, probably.
Yes,
I don't know if I won them.
that is all of the reason.
Yes.
Why.
The only reason why.
That's the only reason.
We are going to talk to you. We're going to talk to you. We're going to go through the list of the games. Are you ready?
Yes.
We played.
Agimonia.
We played Divinus.
Bardwood Grove.
El Burrow.
Kinefire Council.
Pueblo.
Order Overload Spiel 2023.
Stupor Mundi.
Fracture Sky.
Euthia, Torment of Resurrection.
Sultan's Sea.
Earth.
Libertalia.
A Riverboat.
Ginkopolis.
Yes, you actually didn't play Riverboat or Ginkopolis.
Or Libertalia, actually.
No, actually the last 3 were actually...
3 games that I didn't play.
It's not often that I play games multiple times in a month without you, but it happened this time. There's a couple of things, like some of these games you have already seen content on, some of them are coming soon. Stupor Mundi is a Kickstarter, it's a prototype. We're doing a playthrough that's been pushed a couple of weeks. That's going to be in, I think, 2 weeks time. 1 or 2 weeks. 1 week, I think, is going to be when you see this. I know calendars. I don't know how they work, but I do know that they exist. So with that out of the way, which was very meaningful information that you obviously needed to know, now we're going to talk about the other stuff. Yes. Are you ready for the stuff?
Yeah, we're going to talk about the most fun experience, the biggest surprise and the biggest letdown.
Yes, if you forgot the last 4 minutes. That
yes,
was what
and the top 3. I'm just going to remind people that if the games have been included in our top 3 the previous months, even though we have played it this month as well, it's not going to be included. So if you look at one of these games and be like, what, you didn't like that one? Check out the previous games.
And I'm kind of thinking, like it's a thing we decided to do. I'm not sure if it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it makes sense because we want to talk about more games. But we talk about all the games. So it's kind of making the top 3 not a top 3. Mm-hmm. Because it's not a top 3.
I feel like it's top 3
games that has never been on a top 3.
No.
So basically you have to see all the episodes to understand it. So let us know in the comments if you would like us just to have it as an actual top 3. Or exclude things as we have done.
Yes.
And Cinema might not change it anyways, but I just want to if you have feelings.
I think it makes sense because...
I'm unsure.
If, let's say, the spoiler alert, Agimonia was my number 1 last month.
Yes.
If we would continue to play this many months to come, that would be, I don't know, maybe it would be okay to just put it at number 1 if it was the best game that I've played that month.
My counterpoint is that there's not often many games we play multiple months.
Oh, that's true.
And often it might be like 2 months. And so we will see. Let us know in the comments what you feel. But now we're going into the nitty-gritty of the things with the most fun experience. That's like
the nitty-gritty.
Okay, so what was your most fun experience?
Most fun experience was Pueblo because it was such a unique game.
Yes.
It's very abstract. You're placing blocks and it's hide and seek. You're trying to place blocks on top of the other blocks so you don't get seen like from any angle.
Yeah.
And you're moving this eagle around.
It's Chieftain.
Chieftain. To spot the other players. And we had some really fun moments where you realized like you placed completely wrong so that you will get many points. Points is bad in this game.
Yeah.
So that was really fun. I enjoyed my time with that game.
We're going to talk more about it in a video next week as well. So this is like a little teaser for that. My most fun experience is going to be playing games without you. No, I mean, the specific games I got to play when I played without you, especially playing Riverboat and Ginkopolis, which is like our favorite games of ours and of mine. I'm a bit sad you weren't able to play them now, but it was it's just always fun to sit down and play like a favorite game that I haven't played in a while, and this was that.
My biggest surprise from April was Kinfire Council, and I think that when I heard about Kinfire Council, we have just played a prototype.
Yeah.
But when I heard of it, I was just like, more games in the same universe? Isn't this just like you have one successful thing and now you're trying to just like float in the success? It could be rubbish again, but it was actually really good. And I'm looking forward to get the finished copy as well with really, for hopefully nicer graphic design so you can see more easily the gameplay. But we have done a preview for this, so go check that out.
My biggest surprise for this month was your most fun experience, Pueblo.
Yes.
This was a game with Kramer Kiesling, so I was hoping it was going to be fun, but I didn't know anything about it, and I just backed it, forgot about it, got it, and I read the rules, was like, what is this? This is weird and strange. And it is weird and strange. It's basically what Sunniva just talked about. But it was my biggest surprise of this month, or April, which was last month, because you're watching this in May or in the future. We don't know because it's going to be on the internet forever. And next week, as I said, we're going to do like a Keyboard Call review episode, so you can go and check that out when that comes out with more details. And now for the saddest part of the video, the biggest letdown.
The biggest letdown.
Boo, the thing that wasn't as fun. That is no fun. I like fun.
Yeah, we do.
But we do play games that are not as fun or just are letdowns for different reasons. Because we play many games. Not this month, but usually we play many games. So we end up also playing boring and not fun games.
It was harder this time, I think.
It was not hard for me. But what is yours?
Mine is actually Divinus. And it wasn't the worst game that I've played. I didn't dislike that the most of the games that I've played. But I had the highest hopes for because we played the prototype. And I remember that I liked it quite a bit.
Remember the game.
Now, when we played, we're going to talk more about this in
next week.
More in-depth review of it. But it fell flat for me. I got disappointed because I remember liking it more when I played it with the prototype than I'm doing now.
My biggest disappointment is going to be Euthia, Torment of Resurrection. I was really looking forward to playing this because it looked so much from the rulebook, from the gameplay. Everything looked so much like the classic Heroes of Might and Magic, the classic PC games that I played when I was a kid and when I was younger. And then it didn't work so well in that format for me. I thought it was fine. It did some things in a good way. I can see people liking it, but for me, just like I was hoping it was going to be this, and then it wasn't that. And that kind of made it a disappointment, and I did not love playing it at all. You can check out the review we did for more information about that as well. But basically, bottom line, a disappointment. With all that out of the way, let's talk about fun stuff, because we like fun.
Yes, we do.
Do you? Hello, Sunniva.
Hello.
Welcome to this ad.
Oh,
and now
it's an ad now.
Yes.
Yay.
Hello, Sunniva.
Yeah.
Do you like board games?
Yes, I do.
Okay, cool. Buy some.
Yes.
That's an ad for board games, so I hope we get lots of money now because we now are sponsored by board games.
We're sponsored by board games.
Now, we're going to talk about the top three. Top three games that we played in April. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Are the audience ready?
No, okay. We're gonna go.
Yeah, we're super ready. Let's go. Number 3.
My number 3 is Campfire Council. I really liked it, and for the reasons why I've already talked about it, because it was my biggest surprise as well.
Spoiler if you jumped here and didn't watch the whole video because it was so long. Yes, so that's what you wanted to say about it.
Yes, that's what I wanted to say.
My number 3 is going to be Bardwood Grow. This is a game that we're also going to do a more in-depth talk about next week. But it's basically a game about being a bard. You are walking around on this map trying to do bard things, which is mostly singing. Either to soothe these creatures, to stop them from being horrible to people, you will sing concerts, you will tell legends, you will do all of these things, which is mostly buying cards, playing the cards, and doing actions in different ways. I enjoyed my place of it. It's not my favorite game, but this wasn't my favorite month of games. But I liked playing it, and that is why it is my number 3.
My number 2 is Earth. We played this recently with the expansion and it was a lot of fun. I really like Earth.
Yes.
The expansion was a nice addition to the game as well, and it was fun to play a game. As you said, you had your Ginkopolis moment and your Riverboat moment. I had my Earth moment where I got to play an older game. It's fairly new, but
2023, very long time ago. All the way back last year. There was a game called Earth, and now you played it again.
Yes.
That's your number 2.
That's my number 2.
My number 2 is going to be Campfire Council, which was your number 3, which means a crossover dance. Yay! Crossover dances are cool. Number 2, Campfire Council. It was a prototype, but I enjoyed my time with it. I enjoy that you have different kind of workers. You are both building up these different buildings, trying to stop the cult, trying to get the most resources and trade them into other stuff, which is better, mostly victory points. It had many things that we had seen before, but done in ways that we hadn't seen before. And now it was cool, and it's walking out the door. It's a prototype, it can't walk, but we enjoyed it, and you can check more out about it if this is intriguing, my really good explanation of it. You can check more about it on the page where you can back it if it's still online. I don't know, but you can check it out. It's a fun game. I enjoyed it. I think the final product's going to be even better because they already changed bits here and there that I did not like so much.
My number 1 is El Burrow, and this is, I think, the only game on this list outside Hegemonia that I'm like super stoked for right now, because El Burrow was really good. We've just played it. We only played it once.
Yes, I played it twice.
You played it twice, you rascal. But this is a re-implementation, reimagination of La Granja-ish.
It's basically called El Burrow, a La Granja game.
Yeah, so they have much of the same DNA, many of the same mechanisms, but done in a new way. And I thought it worked really well. La Granja isn't the best with 2 players. I thought our 2-player play of it was really good. So I'm looking forward to play more of that game. Yeah,
my number 1 is going to be El Burrow as well. A really, really good game. It's a lot. Like, it's a way more than La Granja. Like, it is a step up. It's more stuff going on. Harder to get things in the right order. There's so many things to think about. I cannot wait to play it more. I'm going to do a review of it as soon as we can. But basically those were the top 3. And that means that this is the end of the video.
Yes.
We hope you enjoyed it. Because we enjoy it and we enjoy you enjoying it. And that makes us smile. Like this. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
We did that.
Yes.
We did when we did do that? Like in the end of the video.
We can do this.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can... you can do something that's free and fun.
Yes, you can subscribe and you can also hit the like button. If you do that, it makes us happy. Like this.
Kind of.
Something like that.
Yeah, sorry, Bob, we went a bit out of the script there.
Yes,
because everything is scripted here if you didn't know. But we were supposed to do the new ending, but now we did the old one.
You see, you get now why we so seldom improvise.
Yes,
because that was not good at all.
It ends up being so weird. If you enjoyed this, then do the things we said. We will smile, you will smile, and we can watch more videos.
Yes.
And thank you so much for watching. I'm Johannes.
I'm Cinema.
And you've been watching Board Gaming Ramblings, and bye-bye.